morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day so far. I'm here to read you Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. If you remember yesterday, we read Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And in the book, Goldilocks went to the Three Bears' house. She tried out their chairs and their porridge and their beds. And if you remember, she only ever liked Baby Bear's things. And then at the end of the story, the bears came home and scared Goldilocks out of the house. So let's see how that compares to the book Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. Once upon a time, there were three dinosaurs: Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway. So there's Mama and Papa and their visitor. One day, for no particular reason, the three dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. So there's their pudding. Looks like some of it is super hot, some is super cold, and I'm going to guess that one might be just right. "Oh boy," said Papa Dinosaur in his loud, booming voice. "It is finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else." "Yes," continued Mama Dinosaur. "I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we are, someplace else." Then the other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big evil laugh, but was probably just a polite Norwegian expression. The 3 dinosaurs went someplace else and were definitely not hiding in the woods, waiting for an unsuspecting kid to come by. Here you can see them sneaking out of their house. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came traipsing along. Just then, the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" but I'm pretty sure was just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur, the trap is not yet sprung." But that could have been a rock falling, or a squirrel. So here comes Goldilocks, and the dinosaurs see her. They set the trap to get her to go to their house. Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So, as soon as Goldilocks came across a strange, enormous house, she barged right in. Is that safe? Should we go into houses we don't know? Definitely not. Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled the 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. "Mmm," said Goldilocks, "that chocolate pudding smells delicious. If only I could get all the way up to the top of that counter." Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there and certainly wasn't left on purpose. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. So since she's in the dinosaur's house and everything is big, she had to climb to get up on top of the counter. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyway, because hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold, but who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right, but Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly noticed. So she ate all 3 bowls of chocolate pudding, and they were so big she could fit inside of them. Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the whole world for hungry dinosaurs. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room, so she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall, the second chair was too tall, but the third chair, there's her stuffed belly. She's looking to find a chair. Let's see how the third chair was. Was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in some chair, so she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. "What is going on around here?" groaned the exhausted girl. "The bears that live here must be nuts." So she thinks she's in a bear house. But what kind of house is she in? Right, she's in the dinosaur house this time. Just then, the room filled with a loud, booming voice that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating, "A few more minutes and she'll be asleep. Delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they're rested." Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that. Do you see the dinosaurs in the windows, peeking in at Goldilocks, hoping she'll go to sleep? Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she was used to stopping and thinking. "Hey," she told herself, "this isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house." Say what you like about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. As quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got out of there. So she realized she made a mistake, and she's sneaking out the back. Just then, a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, "Now!" or "Charge!" or the Norwegian expression for "chewy bonbon time." Suddenly and completely coincidentally, the 3 dinosaurs rushed through the front door. But they were too late. Because where did Goldilocks go? She went out the back door. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house were 3 disappointed dinosaurs. The end. Look how sad they look. They were hoping to get a little Goldilocks. And the moral is, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave. So there's Goldilocks, and she's going to see the bears. That's the story she belongs in. And the moral for dinosaurs is, lock the back door. And that's the end of the book. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can think about how this book that we read yesterday was the same and a little bit different from the book that we read today. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.